how's it going? Welcome to another video upload from Aspie with Attitude. You're right now watching an autistic YouTube content creator channel. To introduce myself, my name is David. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I have autism, I have Asperger's syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. Well dudes, this is episode 355. I just can't believe I've made this far. It's just been such a long time make these autistic YouTube video contents. Dudes, I'm in such a good mood, which I had been lately. I've decided to actually just get on with the most worrying videos, which is something that I did for episode 61, which happens to be autism and anxiety, something that I've uploaded back on the 2nd of June 2019, when I did explain anxiety, and pretty much using a Winnie the Pooh character, Piglet, which I won't be saying much at all, since it's already been done before. I had rewatched this video on the evening of the 5th of August 2024, just to very much look back on myself on how I actually really made this video. But these days, dudes, I'm into kind of freestyling. Okay, what I mean by freestyling is that I'm not reading off a script or anything like that, just thinking from the top of my head, as I like to talk about anxiety. And what does it all mean? Anxiety, it's just like your mind's locked into a worrying thoughts, and you have this one worrying thoughts inside your brain like there's spiders in your head. It just keeps going on and on and on. You cannot shrug it off or anything like that. You just never stop worrying. What happens when you worry a lot is it takes away all your motivation, and it's just such a burnout when you go for anxiety. It's actually a type of mental disorder. Most people get it. It's not just autistic individuals, even neurotypicals would get it too. It's just recently I did episode 350, which is autism and traumatic events, something that I've uploaded on the 29th of July 2024. The reason I bring this one up is to explain traumas and what it's like being in a traumatic moment. It's just a way it changes the perception in life. And what follows after witnessing a traumatic event of any description, whether it's a natural disaster, an accident, or you witness someone getting killed, it does cause anxiety, and as it changes the perception, you just get that phobia you never had before. I did give one example though, imagine if a person's been in a car accident, it is 100% possible that most people would never want to go in a car again, which is actually a new phobia that's actually been caused by this trauma. And when you have fear of going inside cars after being in a car accident, you just sort of have that worrying moments, is it going to happen again? It depends on how horrific the accident was. And it depends how extreme it was. It's whether if you did get seriously injured or whatever. As it happens though, it is very traumatic when these things do happen. It's not all about being accidents. Also, there's times that people may humiliate themselves, there might have been a bit of a smear campaign that was made. Also, it can trigger off anxiety. All it is worrying thoughts which affects your sleeping pattern, your daily routines. And sometimes if you know you're going to go to work, sometimes you feel that you need to sleep in or don't have a job at all and never leave your home just because you're very anxious. And sometimes it does get it out of control, and once anxiety and non-stop worrying thoughts get out of control, it just begins to control you. As the anxiety disorder accumulates, it can also lead to depression. And what I did for episode 196, I did a better one on the 11th of September 2021 when I did explain autism and depression. And there was the 6th of July 2020 what I did for episode 124, is what I try to compare the differences between depression and anxiety. And sometimes, the worst case scenario though, like, you'll just see what kind of mood I am in at the moment, which is the evening on the 6th of August 2024 that I filmed this video content. And yet again though, like, I may drop off from YouTubing, maybe due to anxiety issues. But it's only time that could tell what could happen. Well dudes, this is only episode 355 that I'm actually filming right here. And right now at the moment that I was making that video. So even dropping off could mean that a lack of motivation, or maybe something did happen that put me off making autistic YouTube contents. It's just hard to predict though, like it comes at a very unpredictable time when you sort of like go through anxiety. And to maybe prevent accumulating, it's always talking it with other people, like gaining emotional support when going through anxiety. And often if it's hard to reach people for emotional support, or maybe don't want to see other people since you've developed social phobia, it could also mean that seeing a professional psychologist will always do the trick. Yes, make sure you see a professional one, because like this is just my suggestion. And if you accumulate anxiety, you're just going to also accumulate depression. Well, it just means, for instance though, like if I had been using the stove earlier, it could also mean you're going to get up all the time trying to check if the stove's turned off. And I'm just going to sit right back down and I'll continue talking. Or maybe, oh, did I turn off the stove? And you back up again. And you're just going to check the stove again. And I'll sit right back down and continue the video. And this is just a demonstration of anxiety. And I'll say, oh no, here it goes again. Back up again. I'm going to check the stove if I turn off the gas again. And I'll just sit back down. Imagine if I actually doing it for hours. So anyway, that's how anxiety plays tricks on your mind. But it's just so unpredictable at the moment. This is all just acting there, just to demonstrate how it feels to have anxiety, since I am no stranger to having anxiety. Well, therefore, like, if you like what I do in these YouTube videos, please, why not subscribe to Aspie for Attitude? That's all I ever ask for in terms of support. And also, don't forget to ring this notification bell if you want to keep up to date with Aspie for Attitude. And also, please don't forget to like and share this video content around. That way, you're showing more support for this channel, Aspie with Attitude. Well dudes, anyway, like, I think this is a bit out of time that I'm actually making this video content. It was just kind of like a remake of something I did for episode 61, which was Autism and Anxiety. After just also watching other videos to talk about what it means to be anxious and all that, well, it certainly just doesn't leave you alone at all. As much as you want it to be over, no, it just keeps coming at you, hitting you like a tsunami, and it's almost like you're hitting a brick wall. That's all it is though. So like, I just want to wrap things up. If you have anxious thoughts, you can always call your lifeline, and I did leave a list of numbers pretty much in episode 196, Autism and Depression. And just don't let it accumulate, because like, it does also accumulate depression, and the highest level of depression is suicide. Well mate, that's it. So like, that's how I'm going to finish it off, just to cheer you up with a vicious spin nose trick. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening to Aspie of Attitude, peace and respect, and see you next time. It'll actually be entertaining if it fell off my nose.